So it's the next day now. Neither of us slept as well as we hoped we would following Halloween Horror Nights. I think we were both having little nightmares about it. I had a dream that we were stuck in a haunted house, which wasn't great. So we didn't wake up as early as we planned because we planned to get to Hollywood Studios for opening to avoid some of the queues, but we were too tired. So it is now nearly 10 o'clock. We're gonna head down for breakfast and then get our Uber to Hollywood Studios. I'm feeling a lot better today. I don't know if I vlogged when we last went, but we basically went round and saw all the shows because I wasn't feeling like queuing. It was when I was like super bunged up right in the middle of my cold or whatever I had. We're gonna go back today, get on all the rides, hopefully Tower of Terror, Slinky Dog, Rock and Roller Coaster, hopefully the new Rise of Resistance. We've never been on that before. It wasn't open when we were last here, but we will see. Hopefully the queues aren't as bad as last time, because I think I said before, it seems super busy there, and I think it's because like the Star Wars land is super popular. Disney hot dogs, so much better than Universal. Look how big that is. What you got to say, Jack?
I don't want to be cancelled, so I'll refrain from doing so.
Jack's getting really fed up with security. Every single time we get to a park, he has his bag checked. Even when he takes all the portable chargers and everything out, Jack has to stand in the queue to get his bag checked. We're at Epcot now. We got the Skyliner Skytrain for the first time ever. It was being built a few years ago when we first came in 2018. I think it was already built last time we came in 2019. I'm not sure, but we've never been on it before. Quicker than getting a Disney bus, I think, and waiting in the heat for a Disney bus. That was so much nicer.
Mine's getting a bag check for the 18,000th time.
And we're just going to walk around the world, because when we came here the other day, we went on a few rides but didn't like properly pay attention walking around the world. Although we are going back to front, which I think is better, because every single time we go the same way, and by the time you're like at the end, which is around England, you're worn out and tired and kind of want to go home. But this time, because we got on the Skyliner, we started in France, so we're going this way around, which is what we did the other day to get on Ratatouille. And I think this is better, because usually by the time we're at this point, we're in Belgium now, I'm usually tired. So usually we start here and start in Mexico. That's where we're thinking about, Jack, and go that way. However, we started here today because we got off the Skyliner, so we're going back. We're here now. Okay, where can we get ice cream? Very cool. I can't remember when I last vlogged, but I didn't vlog yesterday because we had a chill day around the pool. We went to Universal in the morning, we went on Hagrid again, and then we just spent the day around the pool. And because it was quite busy, it was a weekend, I didn't bother filming around the pool. That wasn't the right time to film. But anyway, we've come back to Hollywood Studios today to get on some more rides, because the queues last time were really long, and we're just not used to queuing, because usually in September it's so quiet, but Hollywood Studios always seem to be really busy. This morning we've got Rise of Resistance for the first time, which was, what was your verdict of Rise of Resistance? I thought it was so good. I thought it was so much more worth the hype than, shut up, I thought it was so much more worth the hype than Guardians of the Galaxy was at Epcot. I thought that was not worth the massive queue. Obviously we got in the virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy, but that virtual queue was like 10 hours. And was the ride worth that? No, you wouldn't queue 10 hours in person, but obviously we didn't have to stand there for it. I don't know what the actual standby wait time was.
There isn't one.
Oh, there isn't one. You have to join the virtual queue. But in my opinion, that was overhyped. But Rise of Resistance, I think that's definitely worth the hype. So anyway, we've gone on that this morning, which was brilliant. And Slinky Dog Dash, we just queued for. And now we're back at Tower of Terror for the last time, I think. We're gonna do this one more time. And then I think we're gonna head to Disney Springs for lunch, and then to Animal Kingdom to try and do Flight of Passage again. I can't remember if I vlogged this before, but we have just got off the Disney bus from Hollywood Studios and we came to Saratoga Springs again, I think that's how you pronounce it, and we're just doing the little walk to Disney Springs, and basically you just walk through the trees at Congress Park stop, and this is what you see. So Disney Springs is just on the other side of the river, which is very, very handy. So if you're ever at a Disney park and it's before 4 o'clock when you can't get a bus directly to Disney Springs, a free like Disney shuttle, you can get a Disney shuttle to Saratoga Springs and just walk for a little bit, or you could get a Disney shuttle to a Disney hotel and get another bus, but it'll probably take a bit longer. This is just a nice little walk. If you're happy to walk, I'd say do this. It's a couple of hours later now. We are just leaving Disney Springs. We have realised that you can't get a bus directly from Disney Springs to the parks, so we want to go to Animal Kingdom now. So we're walking back across the river over to Saratoga Springs. I say that wrong every time, I say it different every single time, to get the bus to Animal Kingdom, because that's the only way it seems we can do it. Otherwise we might have to wait for a cab. We're going to see how long it takes to get the bus. So you can see Disney Springs over there, so we literally just crossed the river and now we're on the Disney property. I forgot to say, I got a new Magic Band when we got here, and this is one of the new Magic Band Pluses, which they didn't have before. However, I have not charged it, so I haven't reaped the benefits of it, to be honest, but I got a new one because we had loads of other ones from previous trips, but I just couldn't get them to link back to our new park passes for now, so I just couldn't be bothered, so I bought a new one, and it's very boring. It's just pink. It kind of matches my nails, to be honest. Didn't buy one of the decorative ones because I didn't love them, to be honest, this time. This is the Congress Park station I was talking about earlier, so this is where we were dropped off, and it has a board which is perfect, so Animal Kingdom is literally coming in 6 minutes, so that's great time in 7 minutes. We've done it, we're in the queue for Flight of Passage. The queue is 50 minutes long, which is generally quite low for Flight of Passage, so happy with that. We're going to queue for that now. I'm starting to flag a bit. I'm a little bit tired. We've been going for 8 hours today, so I'm starting to feel a little sleepy, but definitely worth going on Flight of Passage before we tire out. We're having a very productive day. We're now queuing for, well, queuing, I think it's pretty much walk on, there's no one really here, for Kilimanjaro safaris again, because last time the animals weren't really out. It was earlier in the day, so we're going to try it later in the day this time, because it really varies what time of day you go, and also there's no queue. We might as well do it while we're here.
So fun fact, a group of giraffes is called a tower. They have 4 stomachs like cows, and they have very long tongues.
We've just got off of Kilimanjaro safaris again. Today there were a lot more, or at this time there were a lot more animals closer to the bus, which was great because you could see them a bit better, because sometimes they're further away, so I definitely recommend coming at different times of the day to see like them in different environments and see if they get closer to the track. We are now walking through the gorilla nature trail, I think, to see if we can see any gorillas, because there's no gorillas on the safari, and then we're going to see if we can get on Everest one last time before we go. We are on hour 10, so we are a bit worn out today. 2 parks and Disney Springs. There it is. So it's the next day now. We're having a bit of a random day today. We woke up this morning and I got us in the virtual queue for that Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot. I know yesterday I said it's overrated. I do think it is overrated because it has been majorly hyped up. However, it is still good, so we want to go on it one more time before we leave. So we're going to go on that today. Got in the virtual queue and it said about 425 minutes, which took us to around midday. I think we can check in at about midday. So we've had a slow morning. We're going to head to Epcot, walk around the world a bit, get on that ride, and then we're very randomly going to go to Typhoon Lagoon this afternoon. Usually you go to water park in the morning, but we're taking our like swimming stuff, our towels with us, and we're going to head to Typhoon Lagoon this afternoon because we actually haven't been since we've been here. We wasn't sure if we were going to go just because we can walk to Volcano Bay and that's a lot more modern, but I just randomly thought this morning, yeah, let's go. And then maybe this afternoon we might head back to City Walk and get some dinner or go to Universal. Bit of like a jumbled day today. Most of our days have been like this. If you're wondering why we've kind of just done really bitty days, so like not done a full park one day and got it all done and dusted and not gone back, we've been going back to different places on different days over the last couple of weeks. It's because we have a lot more time this time. Last couple of times we've also done the 3 SeaWorld parks, and last time we did Gatorland as well. We weren't sure if we were going to do them this time. We didn't book them before and we thought, oh, we'll decide when we get here if we fancy doing them. But we've actually just enjoyed having more of a chilled time, so like not having a literal park every day and being able to go back and do things, having a more chilled start. Obviously, we've been to Thailand and that was very full on. If you've watched the Thailand vlogs, that was very chop, chop, chop. So it's nice to have a bit of a chill. We've been by the pool. Usually we just don't end up by the pool and we have like something scheduled every day. We also usually go to the outlets. We haven't done that this time. 1, because the exchange rate is horrendous. 2, because last couple of times we haven't really got much. The prices, I mean, back in the day when I used to come with my family when I was little, you used to get some real bargains because the exchange rate was great and it's outlets, so like it's discounted prices, but we just haven't found that last couple of times, so we didn't bother this time. Neither of us really need anything, so it kind of would have been a waste. So because of that, we've just saved loads of time. We did think about going to NASA, what's it called, Kennedy Space Center. I actually haven't done that since about 2007. We decided we weren't going to do that. Neither of us were really fast. It is quite a trek to get there as well. We haven't hired a car. We would have had to get an Uber, so neither of us were fast. So we've just been enjoying the slow pace, going back to things when we want to, not having to rush around anywhere. So that is why these vlogs are probably very bitty, very broken up and not very structured, because there has been no structure to this holiday at all. We've just been being spontaneous, going with the flow. Yeah, we're gonna head off and go and get on that Guardians of the Galaxy ride one more time. Maybe my verdict will change, but yeah, let's see. If anyone's wondering what the virtual queue is like, this is what you get. So we're group 64 and we've got 90 minutes left to wait, so they'll call us in a bit, and then I think it says, yeah, we have callback at 12:06, so in a couple of hours we can go back, but you have about an hour to attend. Oh look, it's just gone down to 11:37. We have got to Epcot. We have, how long, 75 minutes-ish?
Yeah.
About 75 minutes until our Guardians of the Galaxy reservation, our virtual queue spot. So we're going to try and get on Soaring because it's like a 20-minute queue. It seems really, really packed today, to be honest. I think it's because we woke up late, it's about 11 o'clock, but I don't know why it's so packed this September. I think it's because everyone's cancellations because of COVID for like 2 years. Look at Jack holding both of the bags. We couldn't be bothered to get a, oh, we are at the exit. No, we can go that way. Okay, yeah, we couldn't be bothered to get a locker because we're only here for a couple of rides, so we are carrying around 2 big rucksacks. Jack is carrying around 2 big rucksacks with all of our towels and stuff in for Typhoon Lagoon. If anyone's wondering what England is like in Epcot, there's the pub, telephone box, fish and chips. I feel like I've been let down. I think the last I filmed was we were at Typhoon Lagoon. So yeah, we went to Epcot, we used our virtual queue thing for Guardians of the Galaxy again. Updated opinion, it is really good. Like, I understand the hype, but a 10-hour virtual queue is mad. But it is fun, it is good, it has a good soundtrack as you're going around. I wonder what it would be like without the music. I feel like the music makes it. I won't like give it away too much. It is very well made, but it's kind of a bit similar to Space Mountain and Rock and Roller Coaster. It's kind of those vibes. It is really good, but I just think the virtual queue being that long is mental. One of our Uber drivers did say that people love it so much they just rebook the virtual queue every single day. So I do think that is why it is so manic. We went on soaring as well. We went around the world, and then we had our afternoon at Typhoon Lagoon, which was really, really fun. I'm glad we did end up going back there. The wave machine, or the wave pool, literally knocks me out. I was so tired when we got back because it literally really does wipe you out. I think it's a health and safety matter. I do not think that would be a thing in the UK. Like, it is so dangerous, especially if you're shallow. It literally just drags you across the floor. If you've been, you will know it is very strong. I didn't really film much today. We just had one last big day at Universal, went through both parks, did all of our favourite rides again. Literally did Hagrid for the 4th time I think this holiday. Went back on Velocicoaster, got some voodoo donuts on the way out. We just had a lovely day around Universal, but I didn't want to film much because obviously we've been there and I didn't want just to repeat the same clip. So I'll just input anything I have from today. Tomorrow is our last day, well, our last half day. We actually fly in the evening and we're gonna have a Magic Kingdom day, which is tradition. First and last day, have to go to Magic Kingdom, see the castle one last time, and we'll get on a couple of rides, see the parade, and then we've got to head back here, and I think we need to like get an Uber around 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's our final morning now, we're all packed up. I've been up for a couple of hours. I went out and got a trolley, which are by the lifts, because when we got here we just dragged all the cases all the way down and it was just hard work. We had like 2 cases each. I got a big silver trolley over there. Basically we're gonna drop our bags off at reception, get some breakfast, and then head to Magic Kingdom for literally a couple of hours. It opens at 9. I think we need to leave around 11:30ish. I don't get like sad holiday blues on the last day because I'm so excited to get back to Tilly, our dog, and to see my family and stuff. So I'm actually really excited to go home. See the castle for the last time. There it is. Oh, it's so pretty. I think it's so much better since they redid it, since they repainted it for the 50th. We got a photo album, but it's a 50th anniversary photo album. It doesn't say 2022 on it, so I'm gonna have to write it on there somewhere because all of our other ones say the year,
but they just don't have a 2022 one this year, and they didn't have a frame either.
I don't know if you can hear me because there's like background music in here, but we are basically going to go and see the parade, which is at 12 o'clock, not 11 o'clock, so we are a bit tight for time. We got the boat in this morning instead of the monorail because the monorail queue was quite big, because we got here around opening time, which means it's a lot busier than usual. So there was a queue for monorail. They said get on the boat, it'll be quicker, and it really was quick, so I do recommend doing that. And also one of our Uber drivers did say it is quite good to watch the fireworks from the boat, because you can see the fireworks. You don't have to like get stuck in the crowds on the way back. I guess you can't see the projections on the castle, but you can see like the fireworks because it looks onto the Magic Kingdom, but where it sits, the castle would be behind the trees. But that's a good recommendation if you want to get out quick at fireworks in the evening. Just stand on the top deck of the boat and watch them from there. I said we didn't manage to get a 2022 photo album, but we did get a 50th anniversary one, which I haven't even filled the 2019 one yet, so I need to put the 2019 one and this one. This is the 50th anniversary one, which is nice, but it just doesn't say 2022 on it, so I think this picture will put 2022 on it somewhere. I'm going to end the vlog here. I don't know if this is loads of separate vlogs. Shut up. I don't know if this is loads of separate vlogs. I don't know if I just uploaded it as one big long vlog. I don't know how it's turned out. I know it's a bit chaotic, a bit all over the place and not very structured, but hopefully I can put something together. I want to upload it for the memories anyway, so I can watch it back. But yeah, if you got this far, thank you for watching.
Species of rattlesnake in the world.
One more.
I know you've heard it all before, but you are the love of my life.